Oh, man. Oh.
For 3 days, 2 nights, I lived out of my SUV in below freezing temperatures. But on the final night, and the coldest night, I resorted to using a Mr. Heater Buddy to keep myself warm. My carbon monoxide alarm actually went off, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why I think this happened.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Sorry I put that there.
No, man.
In the city of Mammoth, the temperature would drop down to 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Or negative 11 Celsius. I have modified my side fold-out rooftop tent to carry more gear inside, including my negative 25 degree sleeping bag. Basically, all I have to do is climb up here, and I'm good to go.
Alright, this time I've got Mr. Heater Buddy, carbon monoxide monitor.
I never needed a propane heater or anything else to keep myself warm. I have a really simple formula for surviving a freezing night. Number 1, block wind chill. And then number 2, you need a winter sleeping bag. One that is well made, that has baffles and is fully sealed to keep your body heat in. Be really careful with those lower cost value winter sleeping bags because they are not baffled and will have cold spots. Think of a baffle as a gasket. Without it, cold air will leak inside your bag, and all it takes is one little leak to ruin your night. So now it's time to install the Mylar tarps. This will winterize my 3-season rooftop tent. And of course you could use this on any regular tent as well. This tarp on my ceiling is going to trap my body heat from escaping. Heat travels upwards. Mounting these tarps on the sides will primarily block wind chill, although they'll help reflect heat as well. I want to leave one of these walls open for ventilation. Now it's time to slip into this $120 Teton Sports sleeping bag. I'm not sponsored. They just make a really good product at a value price. I have a good 5 hours to kill before I go to bed, so I watch Netflix to kill some time. The combination of Mylar tarps on the ceiling and the propane heater worked so well that it overheated my laptop. And at this point, I turned off the Mr. Heater Buddy. I slept well, and the following morning, I woke up and thought I'd just turn on the Mr. Heater Buddy again. Without the propane heater, it was 10 degrees warmer in my tent. But with the Mr. Heater Buddy running for about 5 minutes, temperatures went all the way up to 54 degrees. The window was cracked open, but after a little while, I started feeling lightheaded.
Oh,
You need to have sufficient ventilation. My window was cracked a little bit, and then I just cracked it a little more, and I turned off the heater. And now in real time, we're going to watch to see how long it takes for the reading to drop down to 0. So according to the chart, at 70 parts per million, a slight headache happens after 1 to 2 hours. Now at 40 parts per million, I did not have a headache, but I was feeling lightheaded. Under 35 parts per million is considered a safe level of carbon monoxide. So you'll see at 30, this carbon monoxide monitor or alarm is going to shut off or go down to 0. And right about now.
oh, there we go. 0.
So like I said at the start of this video, I lived out of my SUV for 3 days, 2 nights. Things didn't go as planned because I was not able to find a camping spot due to really deep snow. But that's okay. I still had a really good time. If you're not familiar with my channel, I make overlanding and outdoor content. So please consider subscribing, like and comment, and share with friends and family. The BLM areas in Mammoth were inaccessible due to heavy snow, so I drove 40 miles south to the town of Bishop, California to camp out. This is going to be the first night, which wasn't nearly as cold as night number 2, but it still got down to 19 degrees, and that's still below freezing. There's a lot of people that don't know about this, including rooftop tent manufacturers. On a fold-out hard-shell rooftop tent like this, there's 2 storage compartments, and I'm going to call them upper and lower storage. The lower storage will fold in like a taco, so you can only fit so many things down there, like your mattress and maybe a thin blanket. I didn't like the mattress that my rooftop tent came with, so I removed it, I carpeted the floor, and added these Thermarest Reflectix pads. And then I have this Thermarest Neo Air Duo air pad. Here, you can get a better view of my upper storage. I have this really thick -25-degree sleeping bag. It's by Teton Sports. If you were to stuff it in the sack, it would be 19 inches tall, 14 inches wide, and 14 inches deep. That's a lot of space if I was to store it inside my car. And now I'm able to hang it on the upper storage. It does take modification though. Okay. Good.
Take sleep apnea serious. They laugh when I say I have that problem. Haha, it's funny. People with sleep apnea get to say that we fight death every night. I'm I'm this close to dying, and I fucking win every time I wake up a survivor. But no one respects it, because I have to wear a big fucking mask. That's the only thing that'll cure us. There's no surgery, and that's why guys hate to admit that they have sleep apnea. They'll say they're snoring until they die, and they literally fucking die.
Not getting past this. Yep. So Gene Mountain's a little interesting because from the parking lot you take this lift up to the main hub. So the cool thing is this is the hub, but you could snowboard back to your car. Go. Looks kind of promising. People, this is where people camp out at night, huh? Oh, okay. Or they go snowmobiling right there. And I don't think I'm going to find anything else. Let's see. Yep, for night number 2, I couldn't find anywhere to camp out, so I decided that I would treat myself and stay at the Mammoth RV Park. It cost me $62.70, and in comparison, the Motel 6 was going for $220 a night, and this would be mid-week.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Sorry, I put that there.
So you already know the rest of the story. I went in and camped out in my rooftop tent, had the Mr. Buddy heater going, and it registered a carbon monoxide reading. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. That does it for this episode. I'm going to leave you with a run down Cornice Bowl at the Mammoth Ski Resort. This was my final day right before I drove back down to Southern California. Oh, really? Looks pretty fun. Uh-oh. He's sliding. Oh. That guy's sliding.
think it's time to call it, and maybe time to buy new bindings or a new board, because yeah, I went down cornice with this shit. It actually wasn't sketchy, but I didn't feel confident.